Hello, Rob Kettles here from the Broadcom Solution Engineering team with a topic that I've had a lot of questions about lately, and I thought I would share some key strategies for migrating your network monitoring software. So I've been working with customers for about 2.5 decades in this space, and so I thought I would share some of the pitfalls that I've seen customers run into. So one of the first things I see is customers really just trying to recreate what they have as is without any thought of improvement, right? So it is a new software solution you're going to be looking at. So you shouldn't just be trying to recreate what you have, but really it's how can I make it better, right? How can I get a better outcome? The next thing is making sure that you have the appropriate knowledge and assistance on installing and configuring the software. You also, when you're looking at your data, right? In different solutions, the data is stored in different formats, and so it's not always easy to migrate over old data into the new system. And so you want to be aware of that and really focus on getting the new data in properly. Some of the final piece here that I want to talk about is really gathering feedback, right? So since you're embarking on a new journey here, you want to make sure that you collect feedback and you take that and you build that into the new system as appropriate here. So some of the keys to success where I've seen organizations be successful in migration is really when they have a good handle on the challenges that they're trying to solve, identifying key stakeholders and personas, so who are going to be using the software. And they might not be direct users. It could be people that are seeing the end result of a report or an API call, etc. Getting a good understanding of the requirements, and that's not necessarily the same thing as product features, right? So we'll talk about that. And again, I said it before on the previous slide, but really getting that feedback both internally and externally as well, working with your partners at Broadcom and solution providers. Taking advantage of new and improved features, right? So when you're rolling out a new solution, there's going to be a lot of new capabilities that you'll be able to take advantage of. And the last one is, perfect is the enemy of good, right? So don't get hung up on rolling out a perfect solution on day one. Go with something that is workable, that is functional, and then you can always iterate on top of that. So this is an example from a recent customer engagement that I've had, looking at some of the current challenges and some of the target outcomes that they wanted to achieve here. So you see here, it's not product feature sets. It's not about we need this report, this widget. It's all about high-level features, right? Really being able to get into we need to be able to share data with teams. We need to support new technologies. We need to do capacity planning. We need to do event correlation. And what are sort of the target outcomes from that, right? Being able to do cost reduction, improve compliance, improve security, improve efficiency, and reduce noise. So these are some of the key items that items such as this that you should really look at when addressing your current challenges. And the teams that you're going to be documenting this from, put together a list of who are the different stakeholders, right? So they could be immediate users like NOC technicians, NOC managers, but they could also be capacity planners or folks in lines of business who will either look directly at a dashboard or a console, or perhaps indirectly. Maybe there's a report, or they're consuming tickets, or they're consuming other kinds of output from the system, right? So you want to make sure that you understand who those stakeholders are and get their feedback and engagement throughout the process. So this is an example from a NOC operator where they said, hey, one of the key features that we need to be able to do is be able to see all of our alarms in a single place in real time, and then be able to click and open up incidents, and then also drill down for historical performance, whether it's historical events or historical performance from a metric perspective, but be able to do that in one spot. So that's an example of a key requirement here, right? So these are the kinds of use cases that you'll be able to pull out in those discussions and the feedback sessions with your stakeholders. So, and to get you started, right? If you're siloed and not really um, very collaborative at this current stage, understand that there are existing best practices and industry standards along these requirements, right? So many of you have heard of FCAPS. That's a ISO standard, or FAB, which is a telemanagement forum process. So FCAPS, I'll talk about that in a bit here. That's basically looking at fault configuration, accounting, and performance and security. And so when we look at that, we drill down. There are key areas in here. So things like fault detection, fault correlation, alarm generation, error logging when we look at fault. Configuration management. This is be able to provision devices, discover the network, back up and restore configurations. When we look at performance monitoring, looking at utilization, error rates, capacity planning, reporting, report generation. And then security, there's really two aspects of security here. One is security from securing the network itself. So that's typically more in the realm of things like 802.1x and network security. But there's also looking at security within the application itself, secure audit trail logs, user access controls within the system, etc. So these are some of the key features that you'll want to look at. And to get an idea of when you're looking at solutions, where do they fit? So in successful deployments, I've seen some of the keys to success here. So again, really getting that feedback here. So depending on how solid your organization is, you might have to conduct formal interviews to document the requirements from the various stakeholders. You'll want to have regular status calls, right? So you'll have, again, different users, different stakeholders. Unless you keep them engaged and current on the status, they'll start pulling away from it. You'll want to document your collaboration. So whether you use a formal tool such as Clarity or Rally, or just do it on informal, whether it's spreadsheets, etc., and SharePoint, but just really documenting the requirements and documenting success. And then finally, be sure to get external feedback from your partners here at Broadcom, your service providers, and also the community. We have a very vibrant community in the NetOps space, where we have a lot of customers who have been through this before and have a lot of best practices that they can share. Make sure to take advantage of new and improved features. So, enhanced root cause analysis and event correlation, topology mapping, advanced new technologies, as well as from a performance perspective, understanding things like deviation from normal. So don't get hung up on the idea of having to rebuild existing rule sets, static thresholds within the new solution. Take advantage of new and improved features. And then finally, the keys to success here, right? So take an iterative approach, right? Don't get hung up on being perfect on day one. Start with a mutually acceptable minimum viable product here, and then keep building, right? Build out milestones. Say we're going to add this new feature, these new dashboards over time. Make them small, make them achievable, document that, make changes as appropriate. So again, you might have started off this plan with one idea, and then maybe a couple weeks into it, you decide that hey, we've learned a bit more about our requirements, and so let's make some changes. And really, the end goal shouldn't be reproducing everything that you had, but improve upon it, right? Because again, from a migration perspective, it's really about achieving a better target outcome. And so with that, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck with your migration journey.